Welcome back. My name is Jennifer. If you're new here, welcome. So glad you're here. I am a 36-year-old mom of two, wife. I love beauty and all things. We talk about a lot about luxury beauty as well as some other things that are kind of happening in my life and lifestyle and fashion and stuff like that, which I will be incorporating a little bit more this year. I'm excited to share those with you. But y'all, today we are talking about 2021 luxury beauty favorites. So let's get into it. Number one, well, it's not like number one, but it's like one of the top, right? Sonia G launched a brand new brush this year, y'all, and it's so good. It is the Niji Pro brush, y'all. And what's so fabulous about this brush, it's so soft one. And two, it's just amazing for bronzer. It really gets in all the great like contoury places, yet it's just the right size and density to really do a great bronzer. And I absolutely adore it. It washes well, it's fabulous. I was gifted this, but it's so good. It's like, I love it. I really do, and I appreciate it. And I think this is such a fabulous brush. One of the best I've tried in 2021 thus far. And I am just thoroughly impressed. So if you need a new bronzer brush, I would totally recommend this. Speaking of bronzers, this may come at no surprise, but the Gucci bronzer is still it's my favorite bronzer. Now, this was my favorite bronzer of 2020. Still definitely wins the prize for my favorite bronzer still of 2021. Now guys, this is shade 3. Shade 3 is the best, like my perfect shade, but there are other shades available, and I do feel like this is just a great golden shade, and it gives such a pretty glow to the skin, and I really enjoy it. I truly enjoy this in the packaging. Now, it does have a scent, so if you're not into scents at all, I would not recommend it, but it's not terribly strong, and it has lost its like strength over time, I believe, but I really love it, and it's good. It's good. Speaking of Gucci, Gucci did come out with nail polishes. Was it this year? I don't remember, but I really love them this year. Now, these two are my favorites. This is Dorothy Turquoise, and they're just good. They apply well, they last well, and this is Goldie Red. I used a lot more Goldie Red this year than not. I love red nails. I think they're classy. I think they're stylish. I think that we're gonna see a lot more of that in 2022. And I just prefer a pretty natural looking nail. I mean, this isn't quite that natural, but it's not as, I guess, I don't know. Maybe it is. Probably not. Y'all tell me down in the comments. But another nail polish brand that I have really enjoyed and found out about it from Lexi Zhang is IL&P. Now, if you haven't tried IL&P, this is I Love Nail Polish. I didn't know that. So I think Lexi told me that. But the nail polish itself is $10, $12. A nail polish. It's not terribly expensive. You can try a ton of different shades. They have like these chrome, like multi-chrome type shades. This is called Eclipse, which is a very popular shade from them. And then this one is called Carrie, which I loved. So those are just some of the polishes that I really enjoyed. The first one I held up is Coffee Run, which is more of a natural looking polish, I would say. But these are just some of the polishes that I've really been enjoying in 2021. I've really gotten into nail polish a lot more, doing my own nails. I've gotten better. I used to not be very good at that. I really was not very good at doing my own nails, and I'm glad I've kind of been practicing, right? And practice makes perfect, so they say. But I will say that these are really, really nice, and highly recommend them both. Now, Jones Road, y'all know I love me some Jones Road. And last year, I talked a lot about the mascara because it was just like the best mascara that came out, in my opinion, last year. Now, I do have another mascara that I absolutely adore from this year that I tried. Chanel, of course, is my all-time favorite mascara, but let's talk about the Miracle Balm. Now, ooh, I just switched it up on you, right? This Miracle Balm by Jones Road. Now, this is a gorgeous balm. It is in disco. Now, you know what I like to use this for? I'm gonna open my window 1 second. I was losing a little light, guys. So this, guys, is just beautiful. Hold on, I'm gonna take my watch off. This right here is the Miracle Balm, and it gives such a pretty sheen, but it's amazing on the lips. It's gorgeous on the lips. Now this disco balm, just beautiful. It gives such a pretty sheen to the lip, and I just absolutely adore it. So that is one of my favorite Miracle Balms of this year that Bobbi Brown came out with Jones Road. We were talking about mascara, and it may be no surprise, but the Rare Beauty mascara did come in up top with the #1 mascara launched of 2021. Guys, this Rare Beauty mascara did all the things. It lengthened your lashes, it gave you volume, it provided a lot of like depth to your lashes, and it also was a super black mascara. I personally love a very black mascara. It's so, so nice. And I just like really love the wand as well. I will say that I went through it quite quickly, but I used it almost every single day whenever I was using it. So I do really, really love this mascara. Now, is it as good as Chanel's? People have been asking me that. It's up there, but it's not Chanel. It's like, my love volume still is like up here, and this is like the Rare Beauty, but it's so, so close, right? Same with Jones Road. I think that's such a great mascara as well. But of course that came in last year, so I had to find something different. Okay, moving on. I'm gonna put a couple palettes in the same, like, they kind of just all were all the things, if that makes sense. I loved this. I mean, this may be surprising for y'all because I haven't talked about this for a while because it was in a summer release. Got a lot of frizz going on. What's going on? This was in a summer release, guys. Le Beige's palette in Intense. And the reason I love this, it's gorgeous on like green, blue eyes. Look at this palette, friends. Look at that. Just the sheen of it too. It provides such beautiful, I mean, this doesn't even like, I'm gonna swatch it because it doesn't even provide. You can't tell. Here, like, look at that, guys. It looks stunning on the eyes. I love, love, love this palette from Chanel. Another palette that looks a little similar. I'm sorry. It does. But this Byredo palette, guys, is beautiful. It is the Disco palette, and I tried it this year, guys, and I will say just the swatch, I mean, it looks so beautiful on the eyes, but the formula of this palette, y'all, it's awesome. It's really pretty. It's very similar to the way, I mean, it's a little more like, yeah, it's a little warmer, yeah, right? But look at those. Oh, just stunning, right? Oh, I love it. I love it. They're very pretty, and I'm really, really excited about those particular palettes. I think they're really nice and beautiful. The other palette that I tried this year that I absolutely adore is the Au Naturel palette by, I'll put a picture up here because I can't find it because I'm in the midst of moving, y'all. And thank you for sticking with me because it has been, I don't know where anything is right now. I'm actually not even filming on my regular camera. I'm filming on my iPhone, and hopefully it turns out okay. I haven't filmed on my iPhone in a long time, but I digress. But I love the Olivia Palermo Au Naturel palette. I was gifted that one, and it's beautiful, guys. It is one that I reach for often. I absolutely adore it, but I think it's tucked away somewhere and I can't find it, but I'll leave a picture here so you can see it. And I'll always link all the products below so that you guys can go look at them in more detail yourselves if you are curious about them or anything like that. I'm happy to do so, and check that out in the description box below. All right, guys, favorite lipstick of the year. It is this by La Bouche Rouge. La Bouche Rouge came out, well, I mean, it's been out, I think, for a while, but it's the nude brown, and I bought it from Saks. I think they were having a sale, and I bought the nude brown and nude red or brown red. I can't remember. The nude brown, you guys, is so easy to apply. You don't need a mirror. It is like that brownie goodness that I just adore. I love it. It's so good, and it's so moisturizing and nourishing, and I love the case. The case is just like this leather. I just got stuff all over it, so I gotta clean it. But this leather gorgeous case. I didn't have mine engraved on anything on the case, but you can if you buy it from the website. So I personally love that lipstick. It's my favorite lipstick of this year. I know. I mean, up like a close runner up. I had two more because I couldn't just pick one. The Chantecaille Patience. It's stunning. This is the Chantecaille Patience. It looks beautiful on. It's like that great kind of pinky nude shade. Let's see if I can swatch it for you here. Like a pinky nude. There you go. And I love these Byredo lipsticks that came out. Now the one I have here is Dancin' Jam. And it's a really pretty, just like plum shade. But the cool thing about these, I love the packaging. Like, listen, it's just a really cool like shape, and I love the two-toned metal, and the formula is stunning. It stays, the pigment's there. I love it. I need to try more. I really do. And we cannot go without saying my favorite lip balm of the year is Revision Skincare, y'all. It's the Youthful Lip Replenisher. It is the best lip balm, hands down. Cannot rave enough about it. It's great. It's nourishing, not too thick, not too thin. It stays. It doesn't get everywhere, but it stays. It stays. And it's like not so sticky or anything. I mean, it has that grit, a little, not grit, but a little like to it, but not too much to where it's like, oh, I'm balling up on your lips or anything like that. You know what I mean? Can we just talk about 2021 and reflect back? Think about it. The year of the blush. How many blushes were released in 2021? Let's just think of a few. Hermes, Pat McGrath. I mean, we were waiting for Pat McGrath for a long time, weren't we? Chanel changed their blush formula. That was controversial. The community has some things to say about it. So many blushes. I said Hermes, right? So many things. I want to talk about a few that I really loved, including Hermes. At first, I was a little, specifically the packaging. The packaging could have been a little bit more luxe. It could have been better designed. But the formula of these blushes, guys, this is Rose Ombre. It's one of my favorites. One of my favorite powder formulas, guys, this year are the Hermes. I love them. I like them better than the Pat ones. I think the Pat ones are good. Don't get me wrong. But I love the Hermes ones. I reach for them more often than not. I think they're good. Now, another blush that I reach for a lot is the Cle de Peau, yet they are not new in formulation or anything, or new to the market. The Cle de Peau blushes are a cream formulation that, this is in shade 2, that stay all day. And they're beautiful. They're easy to apply. The diameter of this is actually quite big enough to put a brush in. sometimes they're not. And it's just so good. Now, last but not least, I do want to chat about a blush that recently came out, probably a couple months back, which isn't so recent anymore in beauty time period, like beauty years, but SUQQU. Now, I don't remember if I was sent this one. I always like to disclose, so that's why I say. But I don't remember if it was this one or, because I bought one kit and then they sent a kit. But this particular blush formula and color, shade, etc., as well as the highlighter, are one of my favorites, y'all. And I want more. SUQQU, make more. But this is so creamy, yet beautiful. The shade is gorgeous. The subtleness of the highlight on is just enough, yet kind of that just lit from within glow that everyone, well, I want. But the only con I would say about this is that they're in the same pot. I don't know. I'm just not like, that's not my, I don't like it when they mix together. I don't know. It's kind of like food touching on a, if anyone's like, doesn't like that. I don't really care, but some people don't like their food touching. So runner up is probably the Chantecaille Pearl Highlighter from holiday release. Gorgeous. And the blush. It's way up there. But I really enjoyed these. And if we're talking about kind of just the standard releases and things like that, those are definitely my favorites. Okay. Last but certainly not least. I mean, you had to have called it, right? La Prairie, the Skin Caviar Concealer Foundation Sunscreen SPF 15. My favorite foundation I tried this year, hands down, in concealer and the powder. To me, they are extremely expensive. They are very pricey, but to me, they are worth every penny because I feel that I look my best with this combo. And I think a lot of people ask, oh, is it worth it? And I think to myself, what do you value? And I value this because it gives me a pretty glow that conceals, yet not too much. Doesn't look like a mask on my skin. It gives a beautiful radiance, a healthy looking complexion. And it wears well, not too dewy, not too matte, very natural looking. And if you pair it with a powder, you don't need a lot, but if you pair it with a powder, it stays all day long. The powder is insanely large. You get two, actually a mini and this large size here. This is 40 grams of product, y'all. But I have found that the concealer works well under the eyes, on blemishes, on dark spots, all the things. And I reach for this. I don't want to wear anything else. That's why I love it so much. And that's how I know it's like the favorite of 2021 and what I've tried. So I'm really pleased with this. I can't wait to try more complexion products from La Prairie. I think that they are, don't get me wrong, I think they are crazy expensive. But I love it. I will repurchase it. I love it, love it, love it. Now, I don't know if I'll ever have to repurchase the powder because it's so crazy big. I don't know. But I do love it so much. And I think that it, for me, was one of those hero products that I found in 2021. And I'm so excited. Like, I'm so excited about it. Okay, guys, I think that rounds up my favorites for 2021. I tried to keep it I tried to not like throw everything in here because I felt that I wanted to be super tailored in my favorites and wanted to really share with you what I thought was really a standout product of 2021 for me. I wanted to be able to share those things with you. And also, I'm trying to be like a little bit more tailored in 2022. Like, I want to continue to refine and find those amazing products. I really want to do that and try to find those things that I definitely will use, whether or not it's new or it's something that's been out for a while, because I would have never known about this La Prairie foundation because it isn't new. It's not new to the market, but it's new to me, and it's amazing and I love it. So you'll see a lot of that from me in 2022. Cheers to 2022, y'all. Happy New Year. I hope that you guys are having an amazing start to your January. Warmest wishes and blessings from my family to yours, and I cannot wait to see what's in store for 2022. Thank you for watching. I invite you to subscribe, and I'll leave you my latest video here, and I can't wait to see you in my next one. Bye, y'all.